we've come to that time again in the week where it is fucking Friday. Friday. We're here. It's Hot Boy. It's Shane. It's the Cannibal Mike.
It's me. It's Shane Dog. It's.
Did you call me Shane Dog?
Yeah, it's all of that. We are reviewing Clowns in the Woods, a movie that really has been inspired of like all these clowns that are just like hanging out in the forest.
Yeah. It's very new. It's a 2021 film. It's very unique. It has some of the most interesting characters I've ever seen in a movie.
Well, you got Marcus, who has a disability.
Yes, but that's not the character I was talking about that was interesting. I'm talking about the bullies.
Oh, the bullies. You guys are great.
We got weights.
Guys, I'm going to eat on the
got dumbbells. Yeah, these guys are just like fucking like.
How much weight was that dumbbell?
Hitting him dumbbells.
Like 10,
what was that dude pumping?
10.
Even if it was 10 or 15, he's waving it around like if it's weightless.
Yeah, it probably was a prop dumbbell. Probably didn't even have weight.
He's unbelievably strong. That's why.
Oh, you're just saying this man is strong.
The
this man is
bullies,
strong.
Raw talent.
I love the bullies in this movie.
They're hilarious.
They're hilarious. They die. Well, one of them dies very quick.
Yeah. This movie is also kind of a parody on modern day, like hysteria people with like, because they literally parody like Alex Jones and like Steve Bannon and like all those people when like they meet Alice Jones, conspiracy theorist in the cafe.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. So let's dive right into. This is a story of a man with disabilities who has a book about clowns, and he has a house filled with nothing but clowns, and it is Mike's worst nightmare.
Yeah, I'm out. This dude's fucking house. I'm out.
You're just not in it. You're out of it.
I mean, he loves clowns though. Like. He's a disabled person. He doesn't really seem disabled, but he is disabled.
He is disabled. He doesn't seem disabled.
No. And like his biggest thing is he likes this girl that hangs out with like number one, I would actually disagree with this guy did. I don't think you invite this girl to the party. She's dating somebody else. I think that's a wrong move.
It's definitely a wrong move on his part.
Real quick. What year was this filmed or came out?
2021 it was released.
Dude, he invites her to the party. Oh, no. Doesn't she invites him somewhere?
No, he invites her to a party first.
Yeah. Well, he first invites her, and then she invites him to her house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When she invites him to her house, dude, she walks up to him and hands the address to him on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
She's like, here's my address that I've jammed into a sheet of loose leaf in my pocket. Who the fuck does that? This is not nice. We have cell phones, you know?
You don't just walk around with loose leaf just in case.
With your address.
Yeah.
What?
So
I thought that was so funny.
Basically, this kid gets beaten up by these three guys who apparently are really strong dudes.
Strong, tight guys.
Very strong.
That's what we like here. Tight dudes.
And they're funny, but
you look like you were struggling to get that word dudes out.
They beat this guy up.
I'm drinking a lot today.
They beat this guy up. The one guy that loves his dumbbells. Make sure not to forget his dumbbells. He wants to make sure he's got a dumbbell at all times.
Yeah, and they're going to beat up Marcus. They don't beat him up with the dumbbell, but they start kicking him and punching him.
Yeah.
He does like an elbow drop kind of thing.
Dude.
Hold on. Last episode, Brian made fun of me for wearing a hoodie with like a short sleeve hoodie.
Correct.
He's wearing one now.
That is very true. I'm wearing the same thing. Well,
yeah, but
I'm not complaining about being hot because I'm not.
Well, you're immune to heat.
The room is starting to cool off.
Better.
It's gotten a little bit.
Well, I'm also not a piece of shit cunt.
It's okay. It's okay.
Question or just like point to make?
How do you guys feel at the end of every episode? We run a new segment.
Oh, God.
Okay.
We call it GNN. Not CNN, GNN. Because I'm Mike G.
Okay.
And it consists of me for about 15 to a half hour.
Okay, keep going. Okay.
Breaking news on GNN.
I'm listening.
And it just consists of me going on like Yahoo's front page and reading the top news stories.
Well, Logan Paul has signed with WWE.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like, is gas ever going to go below $4 again? Who knows? I'll do stuff like that. Are you
How
guys
many
into
women
it?
are going to sue Vince McMahon?
Oh my god, I heard about that.
That dude's
Elon Musk has
fucking-
officially reneged on Twitter.
What's he gonna do with that 44 bill now?
Give it to me.
Or Grimes? Because is he still with him?
No, isn't Grimes with the someone else?
I think didn't they just pop a kid together and they're done?
They popped the kid and they were like, we're done.
Didn't Elon Musk also just have twins with like someone?
I don't know, but all I
Really?
know is that
Is he fucking that much?
Elon Musk literally just popped the kid with Grimes, told her like the kid's name's gonna be the alphabet backwards, then she
Right.
moved on to somebody else.
He's kind of great.
Elon Musk is literally the man. I love
Dude's
him.
he's a baller.
Yeah, I personally love Elon Musk.
He was also recently brought up in that Johnny Depp trial because he
Really?
fucked Amber Heard while her and Johnny Depp were together.
Oh, he fucked Amber Heard?
Yeah. So did
look at
James
that.
Franco.
So, Clowns in the Woods.
No, 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 no.
You have a point to make.
No. You guys
Huh.
didn't tell me. Oh, sorry, I hit your face. All right, your
My
hand.
hand. My hand is
It
in
was
my
close
face.
to your
Okay.
face. How did you guys? Are you into GNN?
Oh, it's literally the worst idea I have ever heard.
How long does GNN go for?
It's a solid half to 45 now.
I mean, like, if it was for literally like 30 seconds, I would like it.
I need more time.
Okay. Can you give me a minute?
Like several minutes.
Yeah, GNN kind of like the worst idea ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
see? There we go.
Like,
Now,
if it
this
was
is where you're seeing me on the couch. I'm gonna go back down
To the
'cause
floor?
We're not in a good place, us three.
No, we're not in. We're in the bad place now.
I
I'll
mean,
go
like,
back
I would
down
be
to
into
the floor.
GNN if it was like a total of like 30 seconds, but the fact that you want to make it like 45 minutes kind of like
I
makes
would-
you like the worst person on the planet.
I would
Probably,
be
like
into
comparable to
GNN.
Joseph Stalin.
Oh my god, I would be into GNN if anyone else was doing it other than Mike J.
Yeah.
So if like some fuckface,
Sure.
who's a fuckface that we know in our friend group? All of them?
Yeah.
Any one of the fuckfaces we know came here and
Like Aaron Hernandez is in our friend group. He's like a fuckface, right?
He's dead.
wow. You want to talk about the movie?
I'm saying, you see? No, I'm not the only one who's doing it. So they're gonna beat this guy up, right? And he's beaten up. The whole thing with the girl happens. So he's gonna go with this. Oh, he also has this neighbor who.
He's a lesbian, but apparently really, really attentive to his behavior.
Yes. So she exists, and she's like, "Don't go to that party. It's a setup, don't you see?"
It's a clear setup. Like, why would she come to you? Like, after just like watching like all her these guys like beat the shit out of you and like be happy about it.
Yeah, and we find out their landlord is one of the guys who stormed the Capitol.
Well, of course he's got to be evil because he's got a Trump hat on. So of course he's evil.
Yes, so he exists.
Because everybody that has a Trump hat is apparently the worst person on the planet.
Yeah, no, it's all true. So then that happens. So then he goes to the girl's house, and she's like, "I got your gift. It's a kiss." And she's like, "Close your eyes, big boy." And then he makes out with a dog, and he gets embarrassed, and he runs out, and he gets hit by a car and dies. And the bullies run out, and they're like, "Oh no, he's dead."
That death was the fastest death I think I've seen in human history.
He died on contact with this car.
Like he walked through the street and then apparently like his head hit this concrete and he was dead. And like apparently you know you get hit by a car and like your soul like
Just like a piece of advice for you too. That's why you don't get into street fights. You hit somebody and you knock them out and they hit on concrete. You're done. You're flying Con Air.
you're flying Con Air and his soul does fly Con Air because
Yeah.
his soul kind of like meets with the clowns in the woods.
Yes, so his soul comes out of his body, meets with the clowns, and the clowns are like, "Don't you want revenge?"
Yeah, and before this, I mean, he already had like these clowns were like kind of like planting seeds by planting like giving him the Book of Esposito Circus,
Yeah.
which is literally the last name of the director of this movie.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
And
Well,
the director of this movie was like the lead clown, so like kind of like that's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is correct.
Holy shit.
yeah, so they do talk kind of like that, right? They're like, "We're gonna get revenge here for you."
Revenge for you.
Okay, I'll put it this way. They would talk like that if your impression of them talking like that wasn't god awful.
So you're saying it's nowhere close to how they talk? Why don't you do it? How did they talk?
I'm not. You want? Me, I don't talk like clowns, Shane. I don't want to be a heathen.
I'm not a heathen.
But like he loves clowns. Mark loves
He
clowns.
loves
His
them.
house is full of different
They're
clown
all over
paraphernalia.
his house.
So he instantly agrees to get revenge with the clowns
Yeah.
because he's down with the clown, Insane Clown Posse.
Fuck you.
You are a low-key fan of the ICP.
Yo, who's going chicken hunting? We's going chicken hunting.
Yeah.
right? Dark
Is
Circus.
that a real lyric from them?
Yeah.
Shane listens to them all the time. I'm not
Can you
lying
say
to
that again?
Who's going chicken hunting? We's going chicken hunting.
I'm sure that took a while to conceptualize.
Yeah, I think the name of the song is
really tough.
Chicken Hunting.
The fact that you know that makes
Shane
me...
loves those Insane Clown Posse. I'm not kidding you. He loves that band.
I'm this close to fucking booting you from this podcast.
I don't actually love the Insane Clown
He
Posse.
loves them.
I
But
love him.
Don't listen to him. He wears glasses. He's lying.
want a chicken sandwich with manwich and a...
Oh my God.
You're sick.
Who the fucking, what is that? It sounds like a Jack Harlow lyric.
Whoa! Why taking a shot at my boy Jack Harlow?
Because he's awful.
Oh, what
Sean
about that other guy that like makes pop songs? He's popular now. Like I forgot. his
Oh,
Oh,
name.
Harry Styles?
No,
Oh.
he's a good
love-
dancer though.
I love Harry Styles. Low-key.
Great, good, Lily, fantastic dancer.
Seriously, amazing.
Is it Doja
Speaking of
Cat?
great dancers that are canceled, Tilly and Pearson. How about that one? DGD no more. Actually, they're still going on, but without him. So that's crazy. But like,
Who are they going to get, though, sounds like that?
I was kind of like putting out like I like added like Craig Owens to like their Twitter account. Like Craig Owens is probably doing nothing.
Greg could
right
do
now.
it.
So in the woods at night, the bullies are having a little campfire, right?
Yeah.
And the one bully who's Mr. Lifting Weights, he's going to go pee, and he is going to get murdered by the clown.
His head's gonna get cut off, and all his head is gonna get cut off is gonna get thrown into the fire.
Yeah, and it's very realistic looking.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Did you guys notice how I ate the granola bar on camera?
I actually didn't notice a single thing.
I was going to ask if you guys want to do an episode where we mukbang it. Just eat the whole entire episode.
Mudvayne?
Muck, what do they call it, Shane?
It's mukbang.
Mukbang.
Where you just eat. Isn't that like, don't you have to eat a lot of one thing, though?
We'll get a bunch of food and we'll eat it during an episode.
What if we order every item on the McDonald's menu?
I'm in. I'm also sober.
Right, how drunk are you right now on a scale of 1 to Shane at a wedding in a field?
Literally, I don't know if I can stand up straight.
Wow. So you're like Shane at a wedding in a
And
field.
in a field where like I'm just like popping this chick's pussy so hard.
And she's screaming
squirting all over me.
She's screaming your brother's name.
And she's giving like all the crops in Idaho enough water to carry them through the harvest.
That chick was
Okay.
streaming.
Okay. With all that said, they're going to leave the forest because their friend is dead. There's going to be like a corrupt police force at some point in time.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, in the book, you found out Esposito Circus book that Marcus is given that like this corrupt police force that like killed all of these clowns that were apparently fucking like homophobes. Like,
Yeah.
no, they were gay and they had like issues and like the idea was like
the town was homophobic.
the town was homophobic.
Yeah, so they said that the clowns were pedophile clowns, which they even make the joke. They're like, of course, it's always the assumption.
Well, this movie's trying to be like some kind of like weird like new age tell on politics.
I think it's like a parody of politics or something. I don't even
They
know.
mentioned like SJWs and they and like obviously the guy that's the landlord that's a piece of shit has a Trump hat. So like I assume like they were trying to like,
the landlord, doesn't he say, I'm sick of this SJW bullshit? And then he burns alive. Mm-hmm. He gets set on fire by the clowns. He runs out of Marcus's house into the neighbor's house, and she sees a man on fire and just leaves her home without calling the police.
yeah, and she like honestly like couldn't be gayer if she was at a pride parade and just fucking flew into the air.
Right?
Super gay, yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to go. I'm connecting it because she goes to her girlfriend's house. And her and her girlfriend, they talk about clowns and what's going on.
And like why the fuck is her girlfriend like punching the air for no reason?
That was wild. She was shadow boxing Billy Blank style in her living
I
room.
was watching the movie and Damien walked in and he's like, she's punching the air. That's it. Like she's just punching the air.
Yeah, she was watching Billy Blank's tape. Marcus also has a brother who comes in and starts reading up on clowns and trying to figure everything out.
You see a guy once in a while in life where you're like this, you know people that just like always need to wear a hat 24/7. So you assume the hat is glued to their head.
That's that guy.
Yeah.
Fair.
Right?
I don't wear it 24/7.
Oh.
I only wear it in the summer months.
So why though? Wouldn't that make
But
him
this
hotter?
guy was never seen on
I wear a
screen.
beanie in the winter.
This guy was never on screen without a hat.
It's true. It's true. So he's eventually going to meet up with the neighbor. And
You
they're
shouldn't
going
wear a hat though.
Why?
You've got such great hair.
Your hair is perfect.
Right now, so.
I mean, when it's longer,
Yeah,
that shit is so...
it flows in the wind like Tom Brady.
Fucking straight when it's longer.
It's crazy. Yeah, so he's going to meet up with the girl. They're going to go on this like Alex Jones level, the frogs are gay kind of goose chase thing.
The frogs are gay.
Yeah. And they're going to figure out that everything, how the clowns that were killed, they're helping people with disabilities get revenge on the people who bullied them. There's going to be a scene where they go to the movie theater.
Plot's too basic for me. I'm done with it.
You're just done with this?
I mean, I get the plot, but it's a little too basic.
Yeah. So that's why the rest of the bullies are going to get murdered in a movie theater.
How brutal was that Skype session he had with the other, like her brother that was like also disabled? That was such a long, brutal, drawn out scene.
It wasn't great.
I wish they just shortened that up a little bit.
It was a lot of nonsense.
Yeah,
Did you guys notice the movie they keep mentioning?
No.
Peanut Butter Falcon?
Yeah,
You ever
you're
seen
right.
it?
It's a wrestling because the kid was into wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You watched that movie?
I've seen it.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf's in it. Dakota
nice.
Johnson.
I gotta
from,
watch that.
50 Shades fame.
No, I know. Yeah.
I've seen her naked so much that I'm actually tired of seeing her naked.
Oh,
Hey,
kind of
she-
like Naomi Watts.
She's a good actress, though,
or
no?
like
No?
Dakota? She's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, she's all right.
She's not bad. Everything she did outside of 50 Shades was better.
Where is she like on a scale of like 1 to like Robert Pattinson?
5?
I'm not even close to Rob. Nobody is.
Okay.
Rob's at the top of the game right now.
Yeah, he's at the top of the
Top
food
of the
chain.
game.
So, yeah, this movie, like, I don't even know what to really talk about with the
There's-
rest of the movie because it's like, it's a very basic plot of revenge,
These
clowns
clown-
killing.
Clowns just kill, bro.
But we could talk about the ending.
Sure.
Because they do have to go into the woods, the neighbor and the brother, and there's just this very open patch of woods that is like clearly made there to go in for the movie.
Sure.
And there's just a circus tent behind it.
Well,
And
what
can we
if
talk about the circus tent, how thin and tall?
Dude, it's the thinnest tent I've ever seen. The tents we used to pitch in Sauce's backyard.
Oh my God, much
those
better.
were thick tents,
These were
dude.
And these are like very thin circus tents that
Yeah.
fit apparently a lot.
Well, why are they going back into the woods? Because the clowns want their book back.
Yeah. So,
And the brother has the book, by the way.
yeah, and the brother has the book.
Sure does.
So they go in, and they're also there to rescue the blonde-haired girl's brother, who has been captured by the clowns.
Yes.
And he's being tortured with the most realistic lightning effects I've ever seen.
Very realistic. But realistic. I mean realistic.
And so there's going to be a whole big scuffle fight scene. And eventually what happens is they burn the book, and all the clowns burn. But Marcus and the brother, not his brother, the girl's brother, have a loving hug embrace.
It was a good hug.
And they just disappear, and then they come back as Force ghosts from Star Wars, and you think, okay, happy ending, what a time to be alive. But then when the girl goes back home, the clowns are there, and they're like, the book has a sequel! Wow!
Yeah, they mentioned that. And this is cool little like
Do you like my clown voice
circus
again?
trendy,
No.
circus tenty like transitions through
Yeah.
this movie. But the circus tent like blows up.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
It's
transition.
fascinating.
And she's like, "Oh, my brother's dead." But you're okay, Marcus. So it's like whatever.
Marcus also got stabbed and lived, like in the heart.
Yo,
No,
when
not
he-
Marcus. The brother. Marcus's brother got stabbed like in the heart
When
and
he gets
lived.
stabbed too, that shit, he's just
Yeah,
pulsating
he
blood,
lived.
and he lives right through it.
True. That is true. I mean, essentially, that's Clown in the Woods.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else to say.
Another
Like,
movie that we absolutely speed ran.
yeah. I am so curious to see where the final cut's going to go for this movie.
Holy fuck.
I am so excited for this.
Oh, I got mine.
Okay, so I'm going to start this. I hope I hit the right thing because I'm literally like insanely drunk right now.
Fucking blasted, guys. 4, 3. You know what's crazy? I don't even know what I'm giving this movie. I'm gonna go just to be different.
Well,
Oh.
it gets recommended anyway.
And
I feel like
don't-
Mike was a plus until we saw we were
Yeah, I
plus.
saw you, and again, we're in a really
Okay,
bad
so you
place.
can just
I don't
give a
wanna be
plus with us.
It doesn't really matter
Yeah, but I
anymore.
don't like clowns. This movie's all
That's
about
right.
clowns.
Mike
I don't
hates
like
clowns. Movies about clowns.
Can I give you guys my top 3 fears?
Sure.
Sure.
You got clowns, heights.
Clowns again?
I don't know. I just threw out 3. Those are my top 2 fears.
I hate you.
What, do you have any?
Yeah. Ferris wheels.
Whoa. Does that have to do with heights like me?
Yeah, but I like roller coasters. It's kind of weird, but I hate Ferris wheels because they stop you at the top.
Oh, you know what else? I'm scared of large bodies of water.
Great. I'm scared of insects.
I knew that.
They terrify me.
I knew that about you.
I could deal with like a fly or like a worm, but anything else.
If I'm in a large body of water and I can't fucking see what's beneath me, what's underneath,
just assume it's Mark Madsen.
Get me out of the water.
Yeah.
Bri, what are you scared of?
Honestly, getting sick. I'm a germaphobe.
It's true. It is true.
And that's really it. I'm not really afraid of anything. And maybe bees. Like, that's number 2. Even though I just got recently stung again. Didn't really bring up past trauma. I just like took it like a champ. But like I definitely did get stung again.
Right.
All right, so that's Clowns in the Woods. We're recommending it. To be fair, I'm recommending it because it's interesting enough. I think people would like it, and it's funny enough at certain parts that I could say, like, go ahead, watch this one. I think you would enjoy it if you're with a group and you're as drunk as Brian is right now.
Yeah, no,
I think that's when it's enjoyable.
It's funny. Like I enjoyed it. Like the dude with the dumbbell. I really wish he didn't die so early. But like that group of 3 bullies was hilarious.
They were hilarious.
I couldn't tell if their accent was like from Boston or from Canada, but it was funny regardless.
It was one or the other. They're basically the same thing.
Sure.
So next week we are reviewing, as requested by the man himself, the man who directed Rise of the Scarecrows 1 and 2, Mr. Gino McGahee.
Legend. I said it back when we reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. I'll say it again. Gino McGahee, fucking legend.
He really is. So we were reviewing a movie he didn't direct, but he wrote it. We are reviewing Amityville Cop.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where the Amityville comes in.
Me either.
But I will say the cop is demonic.
Yes.
He is possessed by some shit. And
We'll tell you, you know what's crazy? Him just saying that is probably more than we'll talk about Amityville Cop in the actual review of Amityville Cop.
No, I think we're going to hit home on Amityville Cop. We're going to talk about the movie.
Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, so bye.
Later.
Deuces, watch Clown in the Woods also on Tubi. Everything reviews on Tubi. And so is Amityville Cop.
Yeah, we're probably only going to review Tubi movies.
Bye.
Your face.
It's a pretty awful face.